Chef Philpsel. Today we're learning about chicken stock. I'm starting by cutting the leaves off some celery. I'm going to be using the leaves, so it's going to go into a really big pot. I love making my own chicken stock because then I know what's in it. I'm not putting anything in it that I wouldn't want to eat. Whereas with the bought chicken stock, you never know what you're eating. Okay, now I'm putting some carrots in. When you're making your own chicken stock, you can put any vegetables in it you like. The vegetables are just there to flavour the water. And that's basically what chicken stock is, flavoured water. Well, any stock is that. Today it's chicken stock we're making. Okay, now I'm going to use a whole clove of garlic. As you see, I am making a large amount. Oh, when I mean whole clove, I mean whole head. So I'm taking all the cloves out. I'm taking the skin off. I'm mostly putting the cloves in whole, but I'm crushing it to help get the skin off. Sometimes it will help to give a bit of a crush. Now, when I make my own chicken stock, I like to store the stock in the freezer. And you can store it in the amounts that you usually will do it for. I tend to put mine into ice cream containers, so that because I use it for large things like gumbo and soup. But if you're going to be using, smaller parts, you can put them into smaller containers. I'm just cutting the onion right now. I'm using 2 onions and quartering them before putting them into the pot. For stir fry, you would use probably a smaller amount of stock. So here I'm using a big chili, and then I changed my mind about the second chili. I changed it to a smaller chili. Now I find that the chili doesn't add a lot of flavour, but it does add a little bit. Now I'm putting salt in, not too much salt. Just a handful of sea salt and bay leaves. 3 bay leaves. The joy of doing your own chicken stock is you can control how much salt you put in it. And a little handful of peppercorns. And the herbs I've got from the garden. I've got some mint, and it's nice to have fresh herbs. And it's another bonus in doing your own. There's some parsley that's come from my mum's garden, and some rosemary. So that's what all the vegetables look like together in the pot, a bit of a vegetable medley. And of course, as I say, it's this chicken stock, so I'm going to put a chicken in it. Today I've used a whole chicken, but you can put chicken pieces in if that's what you prefer. Now this next clip is a little bit more difficult for me because I was filming on my own and I had to hold the video while pouring the water in. You tend to want enough water to cover the chicken, but the chicken does float, and so it's a bit tricky to know when you've got enough water in. But I've put more than what you see there, as you can see. And the vegetables on top, and the lid goes on. Bring it to a boil, and then once it's boiling, turn it down to a simmer and time it for 1.5 hours. Alrighty, so now the chicken stock's finished, so you take the chicken out. Keep the chicken. Some people would throw it out, but I keep it for, stir fries and things. It won't have a lot of flavour, but it's an expensive thing to buy. Now pour the vegetables through a strainer I use a glass jug. Now all the vegetables have completely lost their flavour, lost their nutrients into the stock, and so those go into the bin, and there's the finished product right there, right before it goes into the freezer. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.